Chrome voice activate.
I will not apologize for being Chinese.
Good evening. Do we need to sync? Do we need to do a clap?
Yes.
Yeah, let's all get in.
Welcome to the Mirth and Merriment cast,
Yeah.
where we chill. This
Wow,
is a low key. This is a welcome to Friend. We've strayed from it, but it is Friend Simulator podcast.
Always has been.
Always has been.
Always will
We don't
be.
talk about it as often, but this is a Friend Simulator show.
Yeah. So anything you say about us actually bounces off us and sticks to you.
Oh, I do it, man. Your chair setup is like it's impossible to not just like.
That's why I always look like such a fat piece of shit on the shows. Not because I am, because of the chair.
Yeah, I don't think that's a flattering angle.
You're feeling good though. It's
I'm feeling really good. I feel chill, dude. I feel like I'm getting sucked off.
Just feel like the spine's unloaded in that position.
It's curved in all, whole different spots now.
Yeah.
It's all the curvature is right at the top instead of at the bottom. It's perfectly straight at the bottom.
There you go. Excellent posture right there. That's Reddit commenting posture.
Yeah, I'm ready to go.
Yeah,
I'm
that's
ready to browse.
Reddit mod posture.
You're
banned.
You're done.
You're banned, pal.
Oh, my son has AIDS. Good.
Good.
Excellent.
Oh, you're saying that's bad? You're banned. Enjoy your ban, pal.
It looks like you got a special chair to help with sleep apnea the way you're sitting in that.
Let's see what Brendan Schaub is doing now. Suffering good.
Oh, man.
Yeah. Anyway, back to being normal.
Yeah.
I took a trip down Reddit Lane, and I do not like the things I saw.
Yeah, the things in myself.
You know what they say? They say when you stare deep enough into the Reddit,
Yeah.
the Reddit will stare back.
You gotta kill the Reddit mod inside.
Inside of you are two wolves. One of them is cool. The other one is a gay Reddit mod. You need to kill that one with a gun.
Yeah.
The only good Reddit I've been on has been the Fishtank Reddit.
And what a coincidence.
Wow.
Oh.
Look at
That's
this.
What that's
Yeah.
what we're doing today.
Yes, a fish tank recap.
Yeah.
Wait,
Unfortunately, I got bonked in the head, so I've forgotten most of it. So. Luckily, we have Nick here and his
A large-
extensive notes,
a
which
big-
he will be reading in
First
full.
time guest, Nick McQuick.
A big Trinidadian woman hit
Yeah.
you with a rolling pin, and you forgot where you were.
Yeah.
The birds was swirled around your head.
But yeah, luckily we found this new friend. First time on the show.
Never been
Happens
here.
to be a freelance fish tank expert.
Yeah.
On top of a sniper,
Yeah.
a comedian, a killer,
Mm-hmm.
a lady killer, certified.
Yeah.
Nick McQuick,
The ketamine guy.
ketamine
The
guy.
ketamine kike. Oh, you
The
can't say that shit.
Yeah, you
We're in
can.
the first 15 minutes.
It's fine.
It's
Ah,
fine.
whatever.
If I remember, I'll beep it.
Yeah.
Or I won't.
Maybe.
Who
knows?
gives a care?
Yeah. Comment in the comments if that bothered you.
If you comment, leave a comment if you're Jewish, and we'll block you.
Share it with your synagogue. I hope that you get so triggered you just share it with every Jewish person and you wait, and you don't wait to see the rest of it where you find out I'm Jewish.
Yeah,
Secret
he's
twist.
also Jewish.
Yeah.
He's Jewish,
We're
so he's
actually
our
allowed
past.
to say it.
Shalom.
Leave a comment if you're Jewish, and we'll make sure to block you.
Speaking of Jews rock. So,
Yeah, Jews are cool.
But yeah, what was your overall read on the season?
oh man, it was like in the beginning I was a little worried because of everybody leaving willing. Like nobody was getting eliminated. They were just asking to leave.
Yeah, I mean they kept it going pretty good, but I definitely felt like compared to last season, there was more of a like it's so over, we're so back wave.
Yeah.
Because I was genuinely distressed when Cole left.
Oh,
Because
so
I
many
was
people-
totally Cole burning at that point.
Yeah.
All the
I was
slang
rolling
is crazy.
Cole.
I haven't seen basically any of this season.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
I guess you'll catch it on the
Most boxing matches
Edited
per
version?
season.
Yeah?
yeah.
Was
They
there
did a lot of boxing match. It ended on a boxing match.
Really?
With TJ won.
Wow.
TJ
So that's egg
Big-
on my face. 'Cause if you
base.
watch the first one, I definitely was calling him Tarzan and a zero
Yeah.
and stuff like that.
So did he have some sort of arc he had to complete?
Yes.
Yeah, he did.
What was
and
it?
It was incredible. He had to learn how to talk to a person
Oh.
Yeah.
because he couldn't engage verbally.
Well,
and then he started standing up for himself.
And he cut his
shouting.
hair.
Yeah. cut all his hair off, challenged like so many people to boxing matches,
Wow.
and like he would get like early on he challenged Sam Hyde
To a fight?
to a boxing match.
Wow.
And he's 140 pounds.
That's a big move.
I think he got his ribs broken in that fight.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
And
it's
then-
the thought that counts.
Yeah.
But I think his arc started because when Jimmy got kicked off for attacking a 95-pound woman.
Yes, I did see
for,
that.
for like the third
I mean, self-defending.
time.
I did see him getting kicked off for attacking a very small girl.
Yeah.
Over what was the point of the phone?
He had some autistic fixation on it.
Like, why was it important why was it bad that she was
Jet
breaking the
gave
phone?
him the phone and told him like, "Hey, we'll be watching and we'll stay in contact." And then like he just started obsessing about the phone and like he would pretend to be on the phone with people and stuff.
So he's like literally retarded.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
And he tried to hit a girl with a croquet mallet.
I think he did hit it. Well, it bounced off a wall and hit her. So
It did seem like that
like
was.
Yeah.
I mean, he definitely shoved her.
Oh yeah.
That much we know.
I think that was like one of the only things I did see.
But then they brought him back dressed as the White Shark, and he revealed that underneath it was Jimmy wearing Joker makeup.
Oh yeah, wearing Joker makeup.
And then TJ had to fight him, and TJ won because Jimmy's a big fat slob who ran out of energy.
Wow.
That's how TJ wins all of his fights.
Yeah. But and that's when TJ's like hero arc started.
When he beat Jimmy.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah.
That is cool.
Which was probably the worst way that anyone could have left Fishtank.
He's getting beat up by TJ.
And then like Sam Hyde going, "Are you going to fight him or are you just going to keep fucking around?" And then like picking him up and walking him out, slamming the door and being like, "I brought you back to save the show. You ruined the
Mission
show."
failed.
Oh
And
man.
he's like, "Oh, calm down," slamming the door. "How are you, goddamn?"
But
Whoa.
then Jimmy was doing like Twitter Spaces afterwards, being like, "Oh well, I just smoked like 10 cigarettes, and they gave me weighted gloves." And like,
Which, by the way, like 14-ounce, 16-ounce gloves, like that's good.
Yeah.
Yeah. The heavier
Yeah.
your glove, like there's more padding.
Right.
Yeah, and even if it wasn't, if you're saying there's steel in my hands and I'm unable to knock him out, like,
yeah, that seems like nothing but a benefit.
yeah.
They give me weighted. Also, why did you
Yeah.
just smoke 10 cigarettes?
well,
He was trying to get in TJ's head, so he was like smoking cigarettes while these two big black security guards were there to make sure that nothing happened. And he's like, "We know that you like horse porn and incest porn," and like just smoking cigarettes at him as like TJ's just twitching back and forth.
yeah, because TJ had or somebody who went by the same internet name had a
Luke
Rule
Cooch.
34 account
Oh.
where he was posting about like wanting to fuck horses and his mom and stuff like that.
Horses and his mom.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
So Jimmy was being like, "You're a pervert."
because his gamer tag is the same name, Lube Cooch.
okay. Well, that shouldn't be that. Don't make it Lube Cooch, guys. Don't have your account name.
Yeah.
Lube
So I don't know.
Cooch.
I don't know if what that is his account or not. Doesn't really matter.
I don't care.
Yeah.
Shinji got off Shark Tank and was like, "Here's my dick." That's his first post.
He
was-
posted his penis.
He got off and immediately posted a picture of him getting his dick sucked.
Man, that's really cool.
People were like, "This TJ guy's a pervert." It's like,
And everybody loves Shinji.
Who was sucking his dick?
Some Japanese chick. It was an old post. He reposted.
Oh, I thought he was
post.
just instantly getting top as soon as he
No.
left.
It was an old post that he reposted immediately of him getting his dick sucked.
Man, that's really cool to like get off reality TV and be like, "Here's me getting sucked off."
Yeah.
That's a really cool
Well,
move.
Shinji was cool. I think we were both.
I
you
was
were.
Shinji bro from day one. I
Yeah.
never changed my endorsement.
I switched mine around a bit to give like a bit of psychic power to my chosen contestant.
Right.
So I think TJ had it for a little bit. I think after he beat Jimmy,
oh yeah,
felt like the start of
The
an
hero
so I
arc,
was
yeah.
like, respect.
Right.
And then Mr. Beast, who was my favorite freeloader.
Mr.
He got it for a
Beast.
while. Greg.
Mr. Beast?
Yeah.
So leading up to this, Frank Hassel broke Shinji's glasses, and Shinji's like, "I can't see." So they did a beef where they were trying to read an eye chart without glasses. And then they were like, "Okay, if he can't see, everybody can't see. We're getting drunk goggles." So everybody wore drunk goggles. And then they brought on an impressionist, Greg, to do a Mr. Beast impression in a wig. So
Okay. Do you want to let's like kind of go in order, roughly.
okay.
So I think we
Well,
left
we didn't even talk about CK.
basically. Yeah, I think we left right before Cole left.
Yeah.
Because I think in our Fishtank recap reviews, I usually say, I think this person's going to win. And then between the show getting recorded and being released, they get kicked off or leave.
Yeah.
Hey, by the way, shout out Brian. Follows us on Instagram.
Oh, yeah.
Shout out Brian.
Oh, Brian.
From
Yeah,
the tank.
Psycho Killer.
I'm sorry about all the things I said.
No. Yeah, so Cole left. They tried to they tried to tempt him to stay by talking about how much poor people suck and giving him an Xbox that nobody else could play.
Yeah, and everyone was seething.
Yeah.
Because they had this whole, because this season they're doing these like group therapy sessions.
Right.
But there was one that was just a struggle session of everybody being like, we're poor losers and you've had a good life,
I
so
saw
we hate
that.
you.
Yes, I did see that.
Which that really got everyone on Cole's side.
It was just
Right.
Cole not giving any advice.
So I think
Yeah.
that was the last moment that anyone was ahead of Shinji in endorsements.
Yeah.
Because Cole was number one when he left.
Detective Cole, yeah.
But then after that, it was Shinji was number one for the remaining 3 weeks.
Oh, yeah,
Damn.
100%.
By big margins for quite a while.
Yeah.
TJ did catch up a bit during the end, but
Huh.
It was sad. He couldn't hack it. I don't think he would have been able to stand Frank Castle at all.
no, I think the thing with Cole is he had like too much self-respect to sustain in there. I mean, he was kind of an autismo weirdo,
Yeah.
but I don't think he would have lasted.
No.
I mean, he tried to quit like twice and then did quit one weekend
Yeah,
after
exactly.
his Asian queen left.
I think that's something that they're definitely going to have to look into for season 3 is like sustainability.
Well, it's kind of wild that this season 9 out of the 10 of them knew what the show was,
Yeah.
and I think 6 of them like left.
Yeah.
I might be or left or got booted or whatever.
Yeah.
Because really, the only people who actually got eliminated were Taylor,
Brian.
Shinji, Brian. That's it.
Trish.
And Trish.
Trish, yeah.
So less than half of them actually got eliminated.
Oh.
Most of them left voluntarily, and a lot of them very early on.
Yeah.
Well, I feel like, given the given the style of person who would know what the show is,
Yeah.
it's a lot of
Socializing.
yeah, it's a very well socialized person who doesn't have an intellect ego at all,
Yeah.
and wouldn't overestimate their ability to handle the show.
Yeah. The one who like Meg left and it left 0 ripples in the water.
I
Yeah.
forgot about her actually. Yeah,
Yeah.
She walked early and it was just like she was never there.
she was the Roblox girl, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah,
yes,
that
Cool.
was
yes.
nuts.
That's funny.
But yeah, so like Cole left, and right when it felt bad at the moment because like for the prior like 5 days, like he'd been the main story was
Right.
him versus the Poors.
Which was awesome.
Yeah,
Yeah, I've got everybody and when they left written down.
perfect.
Because Summer was first.
Yeah, it was Summer, then JC, then Meg, and then it was Taylor. Oh, no, sorry, it was Cole, then Taylor.
Summer like immediately started going on Instagram saying she'd been raped, and was like hearing them talking shit through the walls. And then being abused at the mental, like she's the type of chick. Run away,
Yeah.
run, don't walk.
Hey,
Get
you
the
gotta
fuck
go.
away from her.
if she brags about crying,
Yeah,
you gotta go.
get
Mhm.
the fuck out of there.
You
fellas.
gotta go.
Yeah.
Honestly, if she just has that like tonality, and I was also wondering, you gotta go.
Yeah,
You gotta go if she talks like that.
yeah. Turn
It-
360 and get the fuck out of there, my man.
There's a part in my brain when somebody talks like that to me where it just triggers this thing, and I'm like, "You're prey." Like, no, I can't. Put the bow and arrow down.
That's every guy got that.
That's both of the wolves inside of this dude.
Yeah, that's the gay one and the straight
but
one.
when it's a
Yeah.
chick like that, you gotta overcome that and get the fuck out of there.
Yeah, I know, fellas, it might be tempting to be like, oh, she's an absolute disaster. That's
Yeah.
kind of fun.
yeah,
Play video games instead.
yeah.
That's way more fun than that.
yeah,
Yeah.
because she was basically immediately.
Yeah, fellas, you have
I
to
was
look
raped. They were talking shit about me.
This
through
is one of the
walls.
few times I'll say this, fellas. If you have interest in a girl like that, look at internet porn. Look at porn. Look at tons of porn, and do not date that girl.
Yeah, but
Jack off.
she left first. I liked when she puked.
She got so anxious that she just threw up.
Yeah, that was
It's
funny.
like, well, she'll always be thin. As
Yeah.
long as I'm mad enough, she'll always be thin.
You
what a
have-
great relationship.
As long as I can scare her enough.
yeah. But
Yeah, fella, that is a run, don't walk away.
Yes, 100%.
Yeah,
But yeah, then JC left because she was like
Yeah.
normal,
right.
Yeah.
and she was like, "All right."
She went back to the Chinese Communist Party.
Yeah.
Who was? I remember they brought Brian's girlfriend on.
CK, Caroline.
How did
Yeah.
that resolve?
Kind of a disaster.
Oh yeah.
She came on to save the relationship, and he had just had sex with Trish on the show.
Nice.
And it was like she was there for maybe
3 days, I
3
think.
days, but it's basically 3 days of them having the exact same conversation. Of them
Over.
kind of like him like seethe whispering like, "I know you came here to save the relationship, but you have to go. You're making me look fucking stupid." And her being like, "No, I'm gonna stay and save the relationship." And they had that conversation over and over and over
oh
again.
man.
Yeah, it was a
And,
fucking nightmare. 4 days.
Holy.
Yeah. And I think she came in at Christmas.
Yeah, Christmas. That was his present.
Good.
Was here's your ex-girlfriend that you dated for 10 years. We brought her.
Damn.
And then he just was like,
That's cool though.
You're fucking this up.
It really seemed like the day after he banged another chick.
Yeah. And then what happened like between that and him getting eliminated? Because he was the next elimination.
Oh, man. That
right?
was, yeah, he was the next elimination. I want to say it was January 2nd he got eliminated. So the wrestling promo challenge, he was there. What else? Oh, this is where we found out Taylor was homophobic.
Oh nice.
Jet and Judge give
Based.
TJ dating advice. Oh, that's where TJ has his first initiative in the attic with the
Right.
judge.
An arc that they kind of totally dropped.
Yeah.
What was that?
There was like this attic with a weird like sigil painted
oh,
on the
okay,
ground.
yeah. No, I did see that.
And they'd bring you up there and be like, "We're gonna bring you into the initiative group," but blingity blingity blue.
You're right.
And that didn't really
No.
go anywhere, and they just stopped doing it.
They did the Chinaman challenge. Shinji stole Nifty's coins.
When did Duanye show up?
Oh, buddy.
That must be pretty soon.
Delaney, I think
'Cause
it's...
they had they made them do the Ooga Booga challenge,
Right.
where it was hide and seek, but in blackface. When you get caught, you have to say Ooga Booga. But then they brought in Donye, a black guy, to be the secret celebrity seeker.
I saw clips and he was probably the most annoying motherfucker I've ever heard.
I got some respect
Oh,
for
yeah.
him. He hung out for like 3 weeks, and despite being unbelievably annoying,
Yeah.
he was like a seal. Everything just rolled right off his back. you know?
Like every TTS, he'd be like, "Fuck you, your mom's fat," and then just go right back.
I do like that.
just getting spammed as dumb gay for 3 weeks, and being like, "You wish, bitch."
And then they're like, "Hey, this guy isn't leaving. Let's put him in a cage for 3 days."
Let's put a black guy in a cage.
Yeah.
Let's cage the black
Yeah,
guy.
they built a cage
it's
out
not
of
an
2x4s,
Not an original idea.
and he had to go in it and shit in a bucket for 3 days.
Oh, yo.
But they let him smoke weed in it.
Oh, that's nice. Oh, worth it. I'd do that.
And he probably would have stayed till the very end.
If my mommy said you
Yeah.
can only smoke weed in the poop cage, I would do it every day.
Yeah.
He was honestly great casting for a reality show because he got under everybody's skin,
Yeah.
which is what you need on that.
Right.
And would just be like constantly like screaming at Trish.
Oh.
And there's one
man.
point where they had in Oliver.
Yeah,
the
Oliver Gay.
Australian guy, Oliver Gay.
Oliver
TTS
Gay.
would always just be like, "Oliver Gay?
Even at the end,
Oliver Gay?"
like, at the end, Jet was like, "And Oliver Gay, I need you to," like he was just calling him that.
But there's one point where Douanier was like yelling at him, and then Oliver like turns to leave, and he's like, "No, I ain't done with you yet." And this is at like 5 a.m. their
Oh
time.
yeah, when they're keeping
and
him
he
awake.
comes back, so Douanier can yell at him some more.
Oh.
All I saw of Douanier was that when I watched the Jimmy get it attacking the girl,
Yeah.
he almost made the clip like unwatchable. He's screaming the whole time.
Hooting and hollering in the background.
Yeah, I was like, oh my god, shut up! I'm trying to hear what they're saying.
Yeah.
Shut the fuck up.
It was great watching like him and Shinji interact because Shinji was just like staring and nodding at him like I don't even know what's happening.
I mean, the best one was when they brought in Charleston White.
Oh, that was so
Who
You know
was
good.
that?
Charleston White?
No.
He's like a black
He's like a
comedy
world star guy.
Okay.
Yeah.
But he has a very like AAAV voice.
Yeah.
And Shinji and him could not understand each other at all.
Well, he kept calling him like China Dick or something.
Yeah,
And
little
he was
Chinaman.
like, "Can they see when the lights are off?" And he's like, "I can see you." And he's
Well-
like, "No, can they see through the camera?" And he goes, "I can see the camera." And it's just like,
'Cause they had him and Taylor, and Taylor's racist.
which is fun.
Is
Sleeping-
Taylor
sle-
actually racist?
Yeah.
Yeah, sleeping in a bunk. But he kept being like, "Man, I can't sleep next to this little white girl. I'm getting too hard."
He was like, "You got a nice apple bottom in those jeans." She's like all bundled up in blankets, like in a trauma
There's a clip
position.
of it, and it's like in the night vision camera, and she's all bundled up. But you just see her like glowing eyes in the dark, unblinking.
Was she like scared racist or angry racist?
I think both.
Mm,
Yeah,
cool.
but
And like legit racist?
I mean,
Or
she
like-
went off on like TTS and said like what she thinks about black people and stuff. So
Huh.
Yeah.
That's funny.
she
Yeah.
just she's more homophobic than racist though. She doesn't like gay people.
But that Charleston is also homophobic.
Yeah. So
And
it's
right
fine.
off the bat, they're like, "Oh yeah, Shinji's like a gay porn star." And he's like, "For real?"
Yeah, there's a type of black guy that does not fuck with being gay.
But then TTS
Most.
would be like,
Yes.
the little Chinaman is jerking off in bed, and Charleston's up like a rock. Like,
He's like, "You need to give me a motel room."
The little Chinaman is jerking off.
God.
That's a nightmare, trying to jack off, and there's a voice in the house that says, "He's jacking off right now."
He's jacking off.
It's like that Death in June song.
Yeah.
He's jacking
He's
off.
jacking off again. He's jacking off. Yeah. But yeah, Charleston was good. I guess that was a bit later
That was definitely.
because well, Brian was still there.
Yeah, Brian was still there.
Because
Wait,
the
was
fans
he when
the-
Charleston showed up?
he was because he was the one. I remember him being like, because he knew Charleston being like, he does not fuck with that gay shit.
Okay.
And
Was that he came after the stand-up comedy contest, right?
oh, and we're Nifty.
Yeah,
We're forgetting all about Nifty. Did
Nifty's
you catch any
still there.
Nifty?
Sort of. She was kind of she was a chubby they them, right?
Yeah,
Yes,
like a social
yes.
like a social justice.
Yeah,
Yeah. She was literally a they them.
a chubby they them.
Yeah, she's
Yeah.
a social justice
was
of the 12-piece bucket.
Apparently, stand-up comedian.
Yeah, I believe that. Yeah, yep, checks out. Yep.
But yeah, she came in and everybody loved her, and she was super popular.
Yeah. oh yeah, dude.
Yeah, nobody could get enough because she was so funny but also real.
Yeah. She kept it so real, and she was so funny. Yeah, her shit was.
Taylor
and she's-
Taylor hated her.
She's like, I don't know if she specifically mentioned having fibro. She was very much like a fibro style chick.
Of
Who
course.
has all these ailments.
That's what. If you're a chubby they them and you do stand up, it's impossible for you to not have fibro.
So like they try and like, because she'd always go to bed right away.
Yeah.
But they try and wake her up, and she'd be like, "Oh, my whole body is locked. I'm locked in. Syndrome's kicking in." Like,
Jet would be watching Minecraft videos in the bed beside her at like full volume and like laughing at them. And like TTS is blasting in sound effects the whole time she's sleeping, and she would just like close her eyes and just be like, "No, I'm just gonna ignore it."
Damn.
yeah. But she
Damn.
was obviously a crowd favorite.
Yeah.
Everybody loved her. We want more Nifty. Give us the Nifty spin-off. show.
Actually, what can you? I saw a clip. They had something on the wall that said Nifty was a pedophile.
Actually, yeah, that would be day 15 or January 1st, is where Nifty was giving dating advice and explained that she was dating a 16-year-old in her 30s.
What?
Was he in her polyamorous relationship?
It was a liberal dating a liberal. I don't know what the genders are.
What the fuck?
Yeah,
you're not
and
allowed to do that.
Yeah.
Hey, that's not allowed at all.
So
What the fuck?
Yeah.
Yeah. And
Happy you brought that up. I
I remember
Joe.
seeing
Yeah, I
that on the
forgot
wall
about
and being like,
that.
what the fuck is going on?
yeah.
Damn, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, you are not allowed to do that.
Well, maybe in Massachusetts you are.
Maybe it's well, she's really good at stand up, so she's earned it.
Yeah. Yeah, it's kind of like how nobody talks shit about David Bowie or whatever because he's so good at guitar.
Yeah, so he can fuck as many 16-year-olds as he wants.
Yeah.
Because when he goes bling ding ding ding,
Yeah.
I go nice.
And if you're that good at stand up, it's
Yeah.
like, well, maybe
It's like Jerry Seinfeld. He was dating
maybe
a
they
16-year-old.
earned it.
Yeah, and then she turned 17.
and you know what? And then she turned 18. And really, what's the problem?
Well, aren't
Am I
they
right?
still married?
I don't know.
I think they
Probably.
are.
It's fucking true love.
Yeah.
Who cares?
Yeah. But yeah, Nifty, and then it was a big blow to the show. That was another "it's so over" moment when Nifty left.
Oh yeah.
People were like, "Who's going to carry the show now?"
I loved how on the table Taylor was with her homophobia and Nifty
Yeah.
being like, "Listen, I know you're gay. Stop looking at me."
Wow.
Well, she
It
had
was,
some
like,
whole thing about how she
incredible.
got like groomed by a lesbian in high school or something.
Yeah,
Groomed
I
into
saw
what?
that
Kissing
drama.
girls?
Yeah.
Yeah, the
Into
lesbian
munching
like
box.
the lesbian like an older woman came manipulated her into a relationship and was like cutting herself to show that she loved her and got her into cutting and like this weird almost gay cult thing that she got out of.
Well, you know what? I think if anyone's earned the right to be a little homophobic,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's fine.
Yeah. But okay, I'll ask you this, because you followed along more on Reddit, right, as your
Yeah.
supplementary social media.
Yeah.
I was following along more on X.
Mm-hmm.
X.com.
Did you notice there was like, I don't think it's like an overall thing, but there was like more negativity among the fans this season?
I think
And I think most people liked it, but I noticed more bitching and moaning this season than I did last season.
well, it's because they had a first season to compare it
And
to.
I think it might be like
Yeah.
a sequel thing.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well, and everyone has the rosy memory as if season 1 didn't have long periods of people sitting around doing nothing.
Yeah. Because it's how nostalgia works. You always
Yeah.
remember the highlights, and then whatever you get, you try and compare it to this like photocopy of the dream of what happened.
Yeah.
Because like I thought I had some "it's so over" moments, but I thought overall it was great. And
Yeah.
they kept pulling it back. And they'd like get something good happening within like 12 hours
Yeah.
after like something disappointing happens, like Nifty leaves.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, there's also just is a thing about people getting entertainment for free and then being like, fuck you.
Yeah, and I think it is. I suspect it's probably similar in like video games and shit like that when there's a sequel and be like, oh, Halo 1 was perfect, but Halo 2 stinks.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
and people and I think we talk about this, but when people watch enough video essays,
Yeah.
they begin to believe that they are a master art critic.
Yeah.
Video
yeah.
essays do ruin. Like when people watch video essays, you can tell when talking to someone, even about movies, like if they watch a lot of video essays,
Right.
because as soon as you bring up like your just honest opinion, they really do not know how to like react to it. They'll be like, yeah, but it had such a good soundscape, and then you're like, yeah, but I thought all this was gay, and then they're like, well, but
Yeah.
what about its tonality?
I love Simon Glassman's opinions on movies because like
Yes.
he made television and film, and he'll just be like, I don't like this because of this.
Yeah. Well,
Just
even
nothing.
talking to Simon about Saltburn, he was like,
Yeah.
yeah, I don't know, I just liked it, and I was like, that's fair.
Yeah,
He's like, I
you're
can tell you
allowed
why. I just enjoyed it, and I was like, that's fine, man. I don't, whatever. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what art discourse should be. Is like, well, I don't know, I liked it. Here's why I liked it, and I was like, I didn't like it, and he was like, okay.
And he never tries to convince you you're wrong.
No, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he had like very like earnest questions for me. He was like, "Did you find it like?" He was trying to like figure out why I didn't like it. He was like, "Did you find it like condescending?" And I was like, "Oh no, not really. Like it rubbed me the wrong way." And he was like a very like, "It's how big kids talk."
Yeah, I know. I really like it versus everybody online.
Yes. Yeah,
But-
internet, any discourse about like anything creative online is so bad.
Well, and I feel like for Fishtank, like most people, I'd say did like it. I just noticed a lot more bitching and moaning this time.
Oh,
around.
the whole way
But
through.
I think it was probably just a case of like sequelitis.
Yeah.
But like, especially when Jimmy left, because he is obviously the most like spurgy and retarded fan base.
Oh, God.
They were all like, "Show's over. Big Jim's gone. Show's over."
Big Jim. Big Jim.
Yeah, that's when the comments all started turning like QAnon.
Yeah.
And they were like, this is a fake. They set this up. This isn't even real.
Well, just kind of think about what type of guy Jimmy is their favorite.
oh, yeah.
It's a
that's
Jimmy
your hero.
style guy.
Yeah, yeah,
But like more of a loser.
God damn.
Like
That-
imagine Jimmy without all the charisma and swag.
I just keep imagining Jimmy. I don't know.
Every clip I saw of Jimmy, he did like everything. He had like every social behavior that I find like extremely aggravating.
Especially like I think it was the first time he assaulted a woman. Taylor.
Taylor,
And he
yeah.
had to do the apology.
Yes.
Which was the most like self-serving, like, I mean, I didn't even mean to hit you, but I've actually had a lot of trauma.
yeah.
I've had so many of those apologies where it's I'm sorry, but, or
Yeah.
I'm sorry, and.
Yeah, he was literally,
Oh.
and they kept telling him, like, Jimmy, just apologize. And he's like, well, I am apologizing, but you see, the only reason I did it is because I was in a Mormon camp when I was a kid.
It's like
And they actually made my sister want to kill herself. It's like, Jimmy, just apologize.
just say I'm sorry.
Just say I'm sorry.
Holy
Yeah.
shit.
That
Yeah, he did,
I-
like-
that I like attacked a small woman for not eating enough bread.
And then he was allowed to stay because she was going to slap him in the face, and she slapped him in the face.
Did she get him good?
Yeah.
good.
It
And
was good.
She, I believe, my understanding is she got fired from her job at a casino for doing blackface on the show.
Really?
It's
Yeah.
hilarious.
So, shout out to her. I assume she and TJ are now married.
Yeah.
Well, actually, the first is when she was sacrificed by TJ, when they eliminated TJ from the show and he gave up his love to stay.
Right. But she was boosting him online.
Oh yeah,
Like on
100%.
Twitter, she kept being like, "Go TJ." and stuff
Wait,
like
who's this?
that. They brought in this freeloader girl, who's like a Florida gambling addict. And then I think this was on New Year's. I
Yeah.
want to say like TTS was just going like, "TJ and Taylor kiss, TJ and Taylor kiss," and just
And
spamming
it just followed them
like
every room.
I would have the black guy voice being like, "Damn, my lips so dry. If only I had a little kiss. I can't sleep with these dry ass lips."
Yeah. Then they kissed, but on New Year's, then they had the kiss right at the countdown, and then
Right. I think that
Yeah.
might have been the day before.
the day before they got pressured
pushed
into it.
the kiss.
And then he was like starting to talk to girls and like getting almost like weirdly more socialized in a fucking fish tank.
Hey.
But yeah, he was talking and he was like, "Hey, if you want, we could sleep on the same part of the couch that they were sleeping on."
Yeah.
Yeah. Everyone was very invested in their romance for the couple days that she was there.
Yeah. Well, and then like the judge said, "You're eliminated unless you want to kick her off."
Yes.
And he's like, "Yeah, take her off, dog." He threw her under the bus, and he like looks at the camera and he's like, "You know what it's about. This is I gotta win."
Though I feel
Nice.
like after because he had to go down and just be like, "You're off the show, so I can stay,"
Mhm.
and then just like leave the
And,
room.
yeah, that's all he could say to her.
Wow.
And so he does that, and then I think he spent about 24 hours just like lying in bed in silence.
Well, here, if you read this, TJ cries in his room for the rest of the night. That's in the notes.
Which I mean, I gotta say, understandable.
Mm-hmm.
When you have a
She
beautiful.
was, she was a cute girl who's getting pressured into kissing him all the time. like
But this is when the Thomas arc
Dream.
started.
Who's that?
when the
Thomas,
right,
because then he got
became-
his name changed to Thomas.
He got to
Everybody had
be
to call him Tom.
Thomas.
And he had to wear shoes.
Did he not usually wear shoes?
No, and
No.
well, at some point he had to cut his hair too. That's later.
That's way later.
But yeah,
He went back to TJ then. He
But-
fought them for his name back.
the judge, I think in the initiative place, was like, "You got to start wearing shoes, man."
Yeah.
Yeah, if you're a barefoot guy, you should probably not be that.
Well, now like,
whoa.
whoa, look at all the subscribers.
Holy
Ding, ding,
shit.
ding, ding,
That
ding,
little
ding.
piggy's going to market. Yeah, TJ became Thomas, and they were like, "You're now Thomas. You wear shoes indoor, and you're a badass." And they were trying to build him up. And then they did an auction for Buffalo Wild Wings. The winner could get Buffalo Wild Wings.
Cool.
And he just fucking like big dick, just like dropped a bunch of chips and won that.
Nice.
So yeah, this
And then
is the
just
start
went
of
up
his
to his
billet art.
bed and ate all the Buffalo Wild Wings by himself.
Dog. I like that. That's good. That's really good.
Yeah. And I guess
Yeah.
that was really when his arc started, actually.
Yeah, but this is
Yeah,
also when they
yeah.
found out that Jimmy was getting secret messages.
Yeah, he had a bunch of his Spurgoid Reddit friends sending him code words through TTS.
Code words?
Yeah.
Well, the judge found Jimmy's logbook and what is it?
Deciphered?
Unciphering key or whatever. And yeah,
What were the messages about?
like they would say certain code words and he would know to go to certain places in the house because something was happening.
Like, I don't know how useful it actually was.
No, considering he
Like-
forgot most of his own code words.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, there was a whole thing about them having to like get like him going into the bathroom and locking the door, trying to like flush them or whatever. And
What the
They
fuck?
actually destroyed the toilet in the upstairs washroom because that cowboy smashed it up with a hammer
yeah.
because Jimmy fucked up the toilet so bad.
From flushing his notes? Or his
Yeah,
log?
and then the basement flooded later, and like they had so many water problems.
Oh, damn.
Because of that.
So this must be getting close to when Brian got booted, right?
Yeah, this is I think the day.
Because yeah, like
This is Octavius shows up. This
Who the fuck is Octavius?
wait, which
Oh.
one was Octavius?
he came to Mog on Brian. He was the boxing guy. He's a
Oh,
boxing
he was just like a
comedian guy.
taller, more jacked version of Brian.
Yeah, he was just like a really in shape Brian who was just mogging on Brian the whole
His name
time.
is Octavius?
Octavius Thunder.
Yeah, and he's a boxer.
Damn.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then Brian got voted off, which I didn't agree with. I actually voted for TJ in that one
Yeah.
because
because TJ was starting his villain arc.
Yeah, and that was kind of another "it's so over" moment because I was like, oh, you're getting rid of Brian. Like he's kind of entertaining. And
Yeah.
him, like the audience. I felt like the audience kind of mistook having a heel who you like to dislike
Mm-hmm.
and being like, we need to get rid of this guy, when actually like disliking him is like part of the fun.
Yes.
You know?
Yeah.
Shout out Brian, friend of the show now.
Friend of the show, Brian. Sorry about what I said before.
Hey.
I meant it in a pro wrestling sense, where actually it's a compliment.
Yeah, that's
For me-
good. That means
for
you're
me
doing
to
a
call
good
you
job.
A rat Jew loser.
That was the one. Jimmy had a quest to make the pizza, and Brian had a quest to get Jimmy
to make a
tell him.
super pizza.
Oh, super pizza. And then Brian had to tell Jimmy, Brian's mission was to get Jimmy to tell him who the actors are. And the judge told Jimmy that Taylor was an actor.
Okay.
So, and then he told Jimmy, like, you can't tell anyone or you'll get kicked off the show. So then Brian's like, come on, man, you got to tell me or they're going to kick me off the show. And then he, like, whispered it to him.
Oh.
And then the judge came in. He's like, did you just tell him who the actors are? He's like, no. No, you just told him. He goes, no, I whispered it. I didn't tell him.
Man.
And he's like, are you seriously fucking?
That's like the worst type of retarded.
Yeah. It's
God
like,
damn.
Oh.
That's the kind of that's the guy version of like run, don't walk away.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I think that unlike the case with men and for summer, I think women already know that.
Yes, women
I
do
don't-
know that.
I don't
Yeah.
think they need that advice.
They're
And straight
always
up-
looking for red flags.
Yeah, and straight up, fellas, even if you have a summer style bitch who's like, guys, you can get laid elsewhere. It may not
Yeah.
feel like that,
Yeah.
but you can, and you're
But
gonna be fine.
I think women already know to be wary of Jim.
Gym style guys.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh.
women are generally better at not hanging around insane people.
Yeah, well, and he's just got his hoe scaring bar.
Max.
Oh, yeah.
Any guy who, like, ironic or not, wears Joker face paint.
He's done it multiple times since he left.
Yeah, it's sort of his thing now.
Yeah, you can't.
I'm pretty sure it was before. He's obviously a Joker guy.
Yeah.
Oh, so Brian became Peter, and then Charleston White arrives.
Right, because that was when they were still
was
doing the
Peter.
cult thing, and he told them that he needed to be Peter,
Mm-hmm.
and he told like TJ that Brian was an actor named Peter.
Oh, and Taylor came back, the girl that TJ threw under the bus, as Carrie, I think. Yeah, Carrie, and was dealing a poker game for them.
Oh, wow.
And they were like, TJ, don't talk to her. Don't look at her.
Well, and they were also like, yeah, she's an actor the whole time.
Yeah, and then they were like,
But-
you have to go to your room. And they just sent him to his room, and TTS is like, stand up for yourself. Go down there, play poker. You deserve it. And eventually he just like went down.
Oh.
But it was like 40 minutes of him like psyching himself up, and
Yeah.
he goes down, and then Judge is like, what are you doing down here? I told you to go up. And he goes, yeah, well, I'm showing initiative. And he goes, okay, cool. Yeah, it just was like, fine, fucking do it. All right. So, yeah. And then he sat right beside the woman that he loves and said nothing.
Nice.
Yeah,
Nice.
in total silence.
Nice.
Total silence.
That's initiative, baby.
I'm showing half initiative.
That's what we call some initiative, baby.
It's proximity riz.
Vaguely menacing a woman. I like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So then where are we now? Brian's gone.
Hold on.
Is
I
Brian
forgot
gone?
the
Or we're
Brian
not there
gone
yet?
yet. It's Gay for a Day, Impress Charles challenge. Oh, Octavian versus Peter B for their screaming.
When did
They-
we have the wrestling match?
Oh, that already happened.
Okay, there was a
Yeah.
very impressive wrestling match where Shinji beat Brian, despite
Wow.
being like a foot and a half shorter.
Hey,
Yeah.
Yeah.
little
And-
sneaky Chinese.
Little sneaky Chinaman
Shi-
using his Chinese
and-
tricks.
Shinji was like, I'll wrestle Judge.
Nice.
And he went the distance.
He did it?
Yeah,
Hell yeah.
yeah.
He
Hey.
hung in there.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. Brian is sacrificed to return Jimmy as Joker Jimmy.
Wow.
Right.
Yes.
Yeah, because they were going to kick Jimmy off, but then the audience voted to do Brian instead.
Oh.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
What a
Charleston
mistake.
kicked Delaney off. Don't forget Delaney was there. She wrote a song for Nifty and won $1,000.
Who's Delaney?
She was some
She showed up doing Kratom the whole time.
indie music kratom chick.
Oh, wow.
I followed her briefly on X after she left, but she's like a crypto posting girl.
What the
So
fuck?
I unfollowed because I
She's like
do
a-
not want crypto tips on my feed. I want racism and QAnon stuff. Thank you very much.
Thank you. I want racism.
Yeah, no crypto shit. or NFT shit. She's like an NFT girl.
An indie music
Who's-
kratom
who-
NFT
who was
girl?
in a like mildly popular indie band in like 2010.
Also, pull a 180. Get away from that. That's
yeah,
bad.
yeah.
That's
Whoa.
really bad.
No, you're better off with a Laney style bitch than a Summer one.
Somebody just eating
Oh,
up my
yeah.
pension buying pictures of monkeys? No, thank you.
You are better off with that than Summer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
Summer's the type of she'll like.
Well, she was in a band I heard of, so that's like
What band?
Elvis to Presley.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah, I've heard of that.
Yeah.
Oh.
Which is like pretty good if you're in a band that anyone's ever heard of.
Yeah,
You're
that's
beating the curve if that's the case.
if anyone has heard of your band.
Yeah.
I couldn't name
Yeah.
a song, but I have heard of that. Yeah.
Yeah, I know that they exist.
I think
Yeah.
her high moment was taking all the kratom and then just like getting drunk, sleeping on the couch, and just puking without waking
Well,
up.
who did she? I think she dosed TJ with kratom the day he got told everyone was an actor.
Yep, that was a fun day
He
for.
was fucked up on kratom, getting told that like his best friend in the tank is an actor and the girl he's
What-
crushing on is also an actor.
What is kratom?
It's like a herbal thing that's sort of like an opiate.
It's a thing where, like, if you have, and I might be getting these mixed up, so get at me in the comments. If you have a little, it's like heroin. If you have a lot, it's like cocaine.
Oh,
But like
okay.
people will use
Can you
it.
overdose on it?
I don't think so.
I haven't tried.
Like it's a herbal thing. It's not like super bad for you, and it's not like that intense. I've tried it before,
Nice.
but it's a thing that like people that they've made it more like scheduled, so it's harder to get now.
Right.
But people would use it to like kick opiate addictions.
Oh.
Because it's sort of like a milder version that you could do to like wean yourself off.
Because Dave from the Moon offered me a large amount of kratom. that
It's
he was trying to get off his
it's
hands.
fine. It's not like super intense or anything.
Hmm.
I don't know if you have it in like a huge dose, maybe.
I've heard that like a small dose does the opposite of whatever the large dose does.
Because I don't know. I tried it. I made some like tea out of it when I had it.
Oh, you're
And
so
it
civilized.
tasted like shit, and you get like a bit of a buzz, but it's nothing like too crazy.
Oh, maybe I'll do kratom constantly.
Yeah,
There you go.
Maybe I'm gonna be on kratom all
maybe
day.
a kratom dude.
I'm gonna do kratom and goon.
But I suspect with Lainey that she does kratom because she's a pillhead.
Yeah, that's musician. Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah,
She's
Yeah.
She's pilled up.
yeah.
She's a bit of a pilsner girl, if you know what
But
I
yeah,
mean.
Yeah.
they were like, Charleston, you get to pick who leaves the show, and he's like, that bitch, get her the fuck out of here. That kratom out.
She was all right though. I actually don't think Lainey was that red flag. I just her footprint is annoying because it's all NFT bullshit.
Ugh.
We should
Yeah.
turn our X footprint into NFT bullshit.
Yeah,
Just wrong pics. Only post shit that's tanking.
yeah.
Get on now.
Well, I think that's all NFTs at this point.
Yeah.
Have kind of tanked into oblivion.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We should make some. We'll bring it back.
Yeah.
NFTs of
Chrome Mondos. Eh?
We'll get AI to generate pictures of Taylor Swift's cold pussy. Her
And it'll only be available on Patreon.
yeah, Taylor
Yeah.
Swift's cold hard pussy.
Yeah.
Taylor Swift's dry cold pussy.
People are just saying it.
People are saying she's got one of the driest pussies I've ever seen. It's cold. It looks like it's like a gas station ham sandwich. It's disgusting. Disgusting.
Yeah.
She has mites in there.
Oh,
It's like a dry egg salad sandwich.
vag mites.
People are calling her Vegemite. People are calling her a Vegemite sandwich.
She's got ice lice on her cold pussy.
Okay, so Delaney gets booted. Where are we? We're about halfway
Delaney
through
gets
at this point?
booted. Day 18, yeah. Octavius leaves the show because Brian's off.
And there's- yeah, no one left to mog.
Yeah, of course. Then they started the cell.
Okay, that's where you have to stay in a room
That's
until
where-
like last person to leave wins.
Oh, I remember they did
Yeah,
that.
and I think it was
Yeah.
for like 10 grand or something.
It was for
right?
10 grand,
Yeah.
or I can't remember the
It
price.
was
It's
a
in here
pretty
somewhere,
significant chunk of change, though. I think
Who
it was
won?
10 grand.
but-
Who did
Taylor?
win that one?
Taylor, because
Taylor,
Shinji
yeah.
had a language barrier where he's like, "Oh, I can just leave now and I'll win because I'm ahead in points." And then he left, and they're like, "You lose if you leave."
And TJ left immediately because he had to shit, and he's too
And he
shy to do it in the bucket in the closet.
He was like, "This woman, I'm sacrificing her. I'm getting the chicken wings." And then he's like, "I can't poop.
I have a poopy.
I gotta. Leave.
I got
can't do
poopy."
poopy."
I have to go poopy. I can't do it in the
Yeah.
bucket in the closet.
Yeah, this is when Donye fought Trish, and they got into it.
Oh, yeah, because they had a major beef. So they would just be like yelling at each other for days on end.
I think it's
Nobody was watching The Cell. Everybody was following around because, like, when Trish got out, they were just, what is Trish and Danye up to?
did they actually fight?
Not physically.
No,
It was
they
like
were
it was
throwing
a,
stuff at
it was
each
it was a. I guess they tossed a bit, but it was a gay guy and woman fight. So it's more emotional barbs.
They
than
kept
physical.
opening up stuff and, like, spraying it on each other.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, that's
Yeah.
good.
Although at some point in this, Taylor clocks Trish in the face
Fucking put her
as
down. Oh.
Danye's yelling at her the whole time.
Oh wow. Like
Forget
full
what started that.
full punch?
Yeah.
Oh wow.
I think.
Taylor had put something on the vinyl, and there was, like, paint on vinyl, I think it was. And Trish had it and slapped Taylor in the face with the vinyl. So then Taylor, like, reached back and caught her with, like, a right hook and just boom, phased her.
Really?
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Ooh.
It's
pretty dope. But yeah, The Cell was bad. TJ haircut. Jimmy took a shit almost immediately.
That's when I think as part of the Cell, Jimmy had TJ had to cut his hair.
Yeah, the judge had approached and be like, "Hey, well, we're gonna do a contest where people are gonna cut their hair, and we want you to go last, so that the women think they've got to cut a lot off." And he's just like, just shaved his head immediately. And they're like, oh, "Okay,
Yeah.
apparently this guy doesn't know how to follow a fucking conversation."
Wow. Well, yeah.
But then he was immune from being Tarzan.
So, but right now we're already down to Taylor, TJ, Shinji, and Trish, right?
In The Cell,
Or total,
yeah,
we're down to 4.
yeah,
Because
I
think they stuck with their last 4. Was like the last half of the show, or like the last like 5 weeks of the show, were like
Oh damn.
down to 4.
Holy.
So
Yeah.
they had their final 3 where they're just there for probably 3 weeks, almost.
I
2 or
think
3
so.
weeks.
It was just under 3 weeks. Because when did everybody
Because
get
Jimmy's
kicked off?
spurg out is coming soon, I think.
Oh yeah.
Big freak out.
Yeah.
Because Brian or Peter left, Delaney, Nifty left the same day.
What day did Jimmy leave?
Jimmy leaves 5 days after Brian, so January 9th.
What day of the show was that?
That would be the 23rd.
The 23rd.
23rd day, yeah.
Yeah, because they brought in some new petite woman.
Oh, yes.
What was her name? Brittany?
Brittany, she started on day 20.
Yeah, so they brought her in, and she was the one who bashed his phone.
Oh,
And
okay.
that's what he got
'Kay.
spurred out. 'cause
And-
Right.
She would, like, autistically narrate what she's doing and be, like, cutting up yarn, being like, well, she doesn't like me, so I'm wrecking her. And I'm just like, oh, this is terrifying.
Run away.
her as a freeloader, I liked because she started a lot of shit.
That's
Oh,
cool.
yeah.
Like, because there's she cut up all of Taylor's yarn, and she got Jimmy to spurg rage out of the show. And like,
Did they ever end up getting King Cobra?
no,
God,
no, you would have heard.
I guess yeah.
You would have 1 second after it happened, you would have got a video call of me being like, they got him. Yeah, you would have heard my soy scream from across the city.
Yeah, this season they had to deal with AIDS. They couldn't put botulism risk in there.
Okay. Yeah, he's doing good, man. Did you see that picture I sent
Of him touching himself in some girl's live chat? Oh, yeah.
That's his girlfriend.
No way.
Yeah, he's got a.
So it's not actually creepy, it's romantic.
Yeah, it's hot.
What
Cobra
the
has a
fuck?
girlfriend who's like the girl version of him, and she was on live, and someone got a screenshot of him in her live chat, and he said, "I'm touching myself to you right now, actually, LOL."
So he's killing it.
Oh, my God.
I don't like when he behaves sexual.
No.
You don't like that part of him?
No, it's like Chris Chan. I like to think of them as Chris Chan. I'm actually more down with him being sexual. Cobra, I imagine, as like an asexual being. The Cobra I have in my head is not someone who gets horny.
Somebody who plays with his wand?
Yes, he likes girls, but I do not like thinking about him jacking off.
But, I mean, I feel like we already knew he was horny from all the, what was it, like Walton Marge's daughter?
What the?
Well,
Like,
yeah.
you know he's looking for a goth girl. That's a
Yeah.
big facet of his personality.
See, I wish he was just. Maybe I just wish he was a little more romantic in the chat instead of being like, "I'm actually jacking off with you right now."
Not a lot about him says romance.
Is his EGF a goth?
Yeah, she's like a 43-year-old like goth.
Oh, what?
Goth like
10.
she's like a gas station style girl.
Nice.
Oh, no.
You know what I mean?
Nice.
She's a gas. She's literally female him.
Nice.
Oh.
Yeah, she's like she's beautiful. We'll say that she's beautiful.
I'm happy for them.
Yeah, it is cute. It is. It's better. It's a better ending than like Chris Chan ever got.
Yeah.
Christian had to date his own mom.
Well, he's back now.
Yeah,
He's back. He's posting on X.
and there was no sex involving him in 2022.
Did you see that?
Christian?
When
Yeah,
he-
I
when
made
he-
it through those documentaries.
But when he got out, he made a video titled "There was no sex involving me in 2021."
Didn't see that.
Involving me. I was uninvolved in sex in 2021.
That's strange.
Yeah.
God damn.
Such a good. Like if Harvey Weinstein said that,
Yeah.
he'd get off.
Yeah.
I was not.
wasn't with him that wasn't even sex. It was like he was like fingering girls for roles in.
Oh, who fucking knows? Yeah, who knows?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, maybe we shouldn't split hairs on that one.
Not gonna look at that one under the microscope too much.
Yeah.
We get it. Jews bad. Okay.
Yeah.
Free Harvey. That's the point of all this.
Yeah.
Free Harvey, free Vince.
Yeah. Oh, free.
Vinny
so that he
Mac.
can-
Oh.
You missed it, but last night after the show we were talking about how for real stoked we would be if during WrestleMania this year they're just like, you got no chance.
Oh, yeah.
Big
Starts
McMahon
coming.
marches out.
Kevin was saying
Oh.
something about like I know CM Punk is hurt,
Yes.
like forever probably, and there's some other shit going on. And it's just like bad news at
Yeah.
WWE.
Yeah.
And it's like there's one man who can, who can save this mess.
If Vince just he comes back, his music hitting at Mania would go crazy.
You know, CM Punk got hurt at the Royal Rumble, but Cody Rhodes lost a tooth in that match.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, damn. Where?
In the match, like right near the end. I think it was he caught a Claymore kick or something, and a fucking tooth came out.
Damn.
It'd
Yeah.
be so wild if at WrestleMania, God, it was the title match. What's it? Cody Rhodes versus Roman Reigns.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And suddenly Vince's
Oh,
music
that
comes on.
that moment would be so crazy. That would go so crazy.
The only thing that would make that hit harder is like 5 minutes after Stone Cold's music comes.
Yeah. Oh my God.
Oh.
And like we were talking about, like the crowd at WrestleMania, that would go over well.
Oh yeah.
That would go over so well.
Yeah.
He would not get. He might get like booze, but like character booze, not like
You
Yeah.
guys famously on this podcast make fun of Kevin Spacey for his like video he did where
Yes.
he's like, well, it
Yeah.
wasn't me.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
he can't get away with that because it's not wrestling. In
Exactly.
a wrestling environment, that works.
It
Oh,
goes
yeah.
crazy. Yeah. Like,
Yeah.
I just know that like at the WrestleMania crowd, if Vince
Oh,
McMahon's
yeah.
music hit during
just-
like the main event,
if
they
he
would
just
go
comes
ballistic.
out with the mic and he's like,
Oh, yeah.
"Well, I've served my time."
Comes out on a dog sleigh of just women pulling. He's just whipping.
Okay,
them.
what's he even accused of? Isn't it just like he had
Sexual
some chick
trafficking.
on like payroll who was just there to fuck him?
Well, I think that was every girl on payroll kind of had the assumption that if Vince asks you to fuck, you better say yes. And then also, yeah, he was like
Human trafficking.
trafficking in some way.
Yeah.
Which I
what
think
does
was
that even mean?
Well, it's like, hey, you work for me, so you've got to have sex with Brock Lesnar, or you've got to let me pee on you, or you've got to have sex with this person.
could, like,
so he
send
was
them.
basically like selling employees for sexual favors.
Yeah.
I see.
Yeah.
Yeah, which is what the difference was with like Epstein. They weren't employees because they were too young to work.
Yeah, exactly.
So
Yeah. But
this
I
way,
mean-
people get taxes paid. I don't know what's upsetting.
Yeah.
Still.
His music hitting would be crazy. Like the pop would be unbelievable.
Him just doing his
Yeah, doing the big march down.
God.
Oh my God! If you get Jerry Lawler on commentary, what? Oh my Lord! Oh my God!
Yeah.
It would be crazy.
Yeah.
It would just be
It'd be wild.
it'd be a mania for the ages, baby.
Yeah.
It'd be so good.
Well, he's still like he took a bump from Austin Theory last year, I think. I know, and from Stone Cold.
But like, hasn't he
yeah.
already been booted out of WWE for
Oh,
sexual
yeah.
crimes?
Like, yeah, a couple years ago, right?
Couple times.
And he's come
Yeah.
back.
Yeah, it happens.
He always
he'll
comes
be
back.
back.
He's like herpes.
His
Get rid of
return-
He's gonna come back with a beard this time.
Yeah,
Oh,
still
damn.
jacked.
Like a really narrow beard.
Yeah. Oh man. Yeah, he's gonna come back with like who's that guy? Nick.
Like Hard Rock Nick.
Hard Rock
beard.
Nick
Yeah.
hair.
Oh,
Yeah.
zags and shit.
Yeah.
God.
And cornrows.
I would pay infinite money to be there live for the Vince McMahon return.
That would be
Yeah.
awesome.
No chance. Ah! That would go nuts. Yeah, and doing his big march down the ramp.
Yeah. It's even more jacked than before.
That's how Ahmed walks.
Ahmed does walk like Vince McMahon.
Yeah.
Yeah. Have you met Ahmed?
Yeah.
He's awesome.
Yeah.
He does a bit now about him as a baby,
Mm-hmm.
and the fact that he looks like a baby makes the bit even better.
Oh yeah.
He does a bit about him like as a toddler, but him now looks like a baby.
Yeah.
And
Right.
it's really easy to think about. It's just it makes me cry laughing.
He's so fucking
Him on
funny.
stage like, bro, when I was a baby, yo, my mom used to put pills on my ass, bro. Just this little big Saudi Arabian baby on stage. I
Yeah.
love him so much.
But where are we in the tank here?
Well, the cell, TJ left, Jimmy left, Trish and Danye fight. Trish leaves, and then production asked Danye to leave because they're like, "We don't like you." Ben just came up there and was like, "I don't like you. Get out of the cell. You're not gonna
Damn.
win. You're not gonna win the cell.
Oh
Get out."
yeah, he got booted out of the cell.
Yeah.
And I think the next big event was Jimmy getting booted, right?
What do we got? No, Tank got swatted.
Right.
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
that was big.
Yeah.
Simmons returned. Ty from season 1.
Oh, right. Yeah. That.
Yeah.
Simmons?
Not Simmons. The other Asian long hair.
Yeah.
Oh, not the pedophile guy.
No,
the stand-up
the-
comic.
Oh,
the stand-up
Even
comic.
worse, the
Yeah.
stand-up comic.
yeah, the Kill
But,
Tony guy.
Yeah. And then Thomas rang the bell on the judge, and they boxed. Furniture wars started. Danye complains about TJ for over an hour.
Wow, holy.
Shinji stays awake all night for the furniture challenge, and he
Oh,
stole
That was
every
incredible.
piece of furniture from them while they were asleep.
Yeah, the Metal Gear Shinji moment.
There was a time lapse of the furniture disappearing, and it's just him. Like
Yeah.
he would sneak in, they're all asleep. He'd pick up stuff and leave, and occasionally they'd like, and he'd like hide behind something. He stayed up all night, waited the crack of dawn, and then stole everything.
Because the challenge was there was 2 teams and they had to steal each other's furniture.
Okay.
And he single-handedly cleaned out the entire room as they're sleeping in it.
Holy.
Like he took the shit off the walls, and then I think because I think Jimmy, even though he was also there asleep, blamed Brittany for it.
Yes. He started screaming at her, and then the audience forced a Jimmy and Brittany date. Yeah, Trish rang the bell on Jimmy, and Brittany snuck upstairs to smash Jimmy's phone with a hammer.
Right.
The beef was happening.
Right.
And then, that's when
The
that
rest-
happened.
the rest is history.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was his one bad day.
Yeah, but then
Oh, yeah.
then he came back a day or 2 later. That's when
Uh,
he came back as the White Shark,
Right.
with Joker makeup underneath.
Jesus.
And then he lost the fight to TJ. TJ's hero circle starts.
Right.
No, it was 3 days later he came back.
Oh, okay.
Because Oliver came in while that was happening.
Right. Oliver Gay.
Oliver guy. Oliver. Yeah, Oliver showed up the next day. Fucking Danye. God damn it. He was all over there.
Yeah.
And that's when the basement flooded and they had to move production upstairs.
Right.
Yes, so they were just working in the bedroom and everyone could watch them. And occasionally they would just turn to the bedroom camera and it would just be feedback playing.
Oh, cool.
So you're
Yeah.
like, oh, what the hell?
'Cause I think Rhode Island flooded.
Oh.
Yes,
damn.
the basement was full of water.
Holy.
Yeah.
Damn.
Mm-hmm.
They didn't really have that much downtime from it.
No, they didn't.
They
They
pulled
were
through pretty good.
up and running. They were on a camcorder immediately. Like, it was great.
Huh.
Yeah.
Milk Challenge started after that.
When did Fatty come in?
When did
He
Fatty-
came in
oh,
for Christmas.
Christmas he
but
was
then
there.
he came in a
Oh,
week or 2
man.
later and stayed.
I like him.
You can't go wrong with a big fat naked guy with a high squeaky voice.
Big fat retarded guy.
He arrived I think the day before Frank Castle.
Okay.
Another big
Yeah.
fat guy.
Yeah.
Eh,
Yeah.
Yeah.
What do you know?
nice.
Yeah.
Damn, so TJ won the whole thing though.
Yeah.
In a boxing match
Yeah.
where it was him and Shinji Shinji was gassed the whole time.
Why?
Shinji had there was a paintball tournament. You had to hunt each other with bows, like suction cup arrows. Like they were doing the Swamp Olympics the last 30 hours. And
Oh,
it was
man.
lots of physical challenges. And I don't know if you know this about TJ, always stimming has that cardio.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
So
Yeah.
it was literally they were fighting. Neither of them knew how to punch properly. It's just Shinji was punching himself out, gassed out. He couldn't get
Oh.
up, and TJ won.
Well, and TJ had broken ribs for this too.
Yeah.
Oh my
It's
god.
pretty
I
impressive.
haven't even got to the part where they took him out of the house twice.
Yeah.
go to the
So we
Medi
could go
Center in
get
the hospital.
pills.
Holy, he was on pills.
So we jacked up on pills for the last
Yeah,
2 days.
The pro tip: if you're in pain, get pills.
But also, he was like, "Oh, I have broken ribs. Well, I better have. I think it was 3 more boxing matches."
Damn.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
And then like they brought in Greg at some point in there.
Greg, Mr.
And-
Beast.
But they brought him as Mr. Beast, but then he reverted back to Greg. But there's one of my favorite bits of the whole thing was he wanted to leave, but
God.
Sam would just be like, no.
Yeah.
Be like, and Greg would be like, well, if you give me $10,000, I'll stay. And they'd be like, all right, just stay a couple more days. We'll talk to the lawyers. And
Yeah.
he stayed till the end.
He was supposed to be there for an hour, and then he stayed right till the end.
Well, they wouldn't let him leave.
And he had to go be like people's like psychologist, but in a Mickey Mouse voice.
Right, when Kaylee had to go up and shave her head, and she's, all like, I don't
Yeah.
They sent in Greg to narrate in a Mickey Mouse voice.
Yeah.
That's a good call.
Ty rang the bell on Ben, and then Ben's like, "Okay, here's the boxing gloves," and he's like, "No, I don't want to fight." And then he's like, "Well, I'm gonna fight," and then TJ's like, "I'll fight you," and stepped up and fought Ben.
Damn.
Yeah.
TJ is seems like he really did come into his own.
And that was after the
yeah.
milk contest too.
holy.
Hold on.
The milk one was
yeah.
wild.
Drinking 1.89 liters or a half gallon. You have to do 60 sit-ups with milk in your mouth. Race with 2 jugs of milk and gargling milk while moving. And then they had a big bowl of milk, and everybody had to go with a straw and suck up the milk and spit it into their bowl. So everyone's backwashing.
Oh.
And there was people like puking
And
all
then-
over
yeah,
the
oh
floor.
my
and then
God.
handstands like against a wall with milk, like full of milk,
Oh.
and then jumping jacks with milk.
Yeah.
And then he's like, "Yeah, now I'll fight Ben."
Oh my God.
I
Yeah.
think he
What
got
a
his
king.
ass kicked in
Oh,
that
he
one.
did.
But
Hey.
he went through with it.
Oh yeah.
Everybody loves Rocky. He lost.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he went the distance.
But
Yeah.
like he has no fear of loss. He's like, "No, I'll do this."
Why would
Yeah.
you have fear of loss?
Yeah.
No.
You got to give it a shot.
Yeah,
True.
you projectile
True.
vomited on a man's feet that day.
Yeah. Hey,
It's a little
man.
boxing.
Like Jim Carrey said, you can fail at the shit you don't like. So
Yeah.
try the shit you do.
And then the day after, that's when Brittany left the show, and then White Shark unmasks, and it's Joker Jimmy.
Right. Yeah.
Jimmy gaslights all the fish. Jimmy accuses TJ of being lube cooch. And then TJ rings the bell on Jimmy. And Jimmy doesn't box. He keeps running up and grabbing him and kicking him. And he just gets gassed
It's a very
out.
autistic way to fight.
And then he's standing there catching his breath, and the judge is like, "Punch him, TJ. What are you doing?"
yeah.
And he's like, "Oh, I don't know." And he's like, "You've got to fucking step up and fight." So then he's punching him, and Jimmy's like, "Hold on, don't." And he's like, "Well, do you quit?" And he's like, "No, I don't quit." He's like, "Well, then do something. You're just standing here." And like he refused to quit, and then he just started taking his gloves off, and the judge just walked him out, grabbed him by the shoulders, walked him out, put him in the basement, was like,
Damn.
"You're supposed to save the goddamn show," just freaking
Nice.
out at him.
That's good. That's good stuff.
Yeah, and like
Autistic guys like that, they do need to get dressed down every once in a while.
if it was a street fight, TJ got his ass kicked.
Hi, Fry.
But it was a boxing match, and Jimmy didn't.
Yeah,
do
he was not
anything.
boxing
Yeah, Jimmy didn't do
whatsoever.
anything that you do in a boxing match.
Yeah, then it went down to the final 4, which was held at for quite some time.
Well, Ty got fired for sexual allegations online,
For what?
or because he was doing stuff to Taylor apparently, and a couple people caught it on the camera, and it was pretty benign, but they were like, "Yeah, you've got to leave the show."
Wait, who?
Ty, the stand-up comic from season 1, the
Oh,
bald
Yeah, the
right,
Vietnamese guy.
Right.
Yeah. But him and Shinji had to argue with each other for an hour in their own languages. So it's just 2 Asian guys screaming at each
That's
other for
really
who's the
good.
angriest Asian contest.
Ooh,
Then
that's
at
good.
one point they brought in that sort of like the other pill girl, the blonde one, who slept upstairs with her pussy and tits out.
Yeah.
By accident, they brought in this like really like drunk chick, just kind of be there, and yeah, she passed out in the attic, and like one of her boobs fell out of her shirt, and her pussy like fell out.
Oh man.
Yeah. Yeah, I think she was just in there for a night where they were doing
Yeah,
like the
one night
the
where they were
single
doing
mom challenge.
late
Single
love
mom
or something.
challenge.
Well, they did the single mom one where everyone had to have like a kid.
Yeah, I remember that. But weren't they lynching for love? Didn't they do like a live dating show with Airsoft Fatty on there?
Oh, they might have actually. I missed that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I think they did.
Yeah.
I remember the single mom challenge where she was like real drunk and. Yeah.
Damn.
Frank arrived, immediately sniffed Haley's panties, and wears them as a hat. And because that's the thing that she said really bothered her was Nifty was like, she thought Nifty took her panties.
Oh.
So that's what Frank Castle does. Taylor rings beef bell on Trish because of their ongoing thing, and it's a who does Frank like more? Trish wins. And Frank dumps a gallon of expired milk because the door has been kicked off of the fridge now. A gallon of like cottage cheese all over Taylor while she's in the doghouse. Frank then throws live crickets on Taylor in the doghouse.
Oh my god!
And then Oliver ate a bug.
Oh.
He was like, "What's this?"
Good
Yeah.
lord.
Well, that's just normal in Australia.
Yeah.
It's normal Australian behavior.
Yeah.
And then there's the screenshot of like Taylor looks like she got out of a concentration camp with the bags under her eyes. That was her the next morning.
Ugh.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
And then the baby diaper challenge, the gross things contest where Shinji comes on a pile of hair.
Oh.
Yeah.
When do we get to the AIDS scare?
Did that already happen?
Because at some point they made them all take AIDS
I
tests,
saw
and
that,
Shinji
yeah.
got a positive.
And then
Yeah.
he's
Which
like,
later-
I fuck a lot.
Which
yay.
later turned out to be a false positive, I believe.
Yeah.
You would hope.
Yeah.
Well, because they had enough to like in case there was a false positive, but Danye fucked up a test, so now they're like, we don't have any more. It's like, oh well, you can go get more. He's like, no, that's actually a hard thing to get in the middle of nowhere.
What
Yeah.
up, Frisworth?
But then Taylor had a cup of piss and vomit that she threw on Frank.
Yay, you know what? There we go.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh, and this is when Airsoft Fatty comes back. They do the dating show, and the big Russian woman wins and immediately leaves and won't touch fucking
Right.
Airsoft Fatty.
But yeah, the other like the
Allie moved into
Allie,
the attic.
yeah, she's the one who
That's the
slept
day.
with her pussy and
Ah.
pussy and tits out.
Ah.
She sucked Fatty's dick with a vacuum.
Wow.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
How does that work?
He was laying down naked, and she walked up, lifted up his belly with the vacuum, put it on his dick, and turned the vacuum on.
Yeah.
Cool.
It was cool.
Cool.
It was cool.
Cool.
Everybody
Yeah,
liked it.
very Jordan Peterson nightmare syndrome
Yeah.
going on there.
Can you believe it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're sucking fat guys off with vacuums.
Yeah, she was only there overnight. She came
Yeah.
late that night and left early the next day, but everyone got to see everything. Yeah, Trish has a fight with Taylor where Trish uses spray paint and Taylor uses a fire extinguisher.
Holy.
That was cool. Scripts are handed out, and now they have to be a scripted reality show and read off of the scripts. Frank starts destroying people's dressers, smashes all of Trish's things, and gives her slaps Airsoft Fatty. Shinji rings a bell on Trish. Shinji loses. They have the power outage. Taylor sprays Frank with TJ's piss.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Wow.
This is after they've made it that you're not supposed to put piss on people.
Yeah.
Now it's
Yeah.
a double rule.
Feels like dangerous.
Yeah.
So,
Damn.
But yeah, then they just kind of held with those four for several days. And they
Yeah.
had like their challenges and shit, but like it got to the Swamp Olympics where they kicked like Trish off, but she could stay. And then yeah, they did like Swamp Olympics for several days.
Yeah.
And TJ won.
TJ took it.
Yeah.
Huh.
There you go.
Wow.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Day 31. Big moment for the TJ arc. He stopped dancing to the Mambo song.
Was that a thing he was doing?
Yeah, they had Dominican Mambo, La Bamba would come on.
Right.
And
we'd
he'd
have
just
to
look at
dance to it.
He'd look at the screen and go like, "I'm not your bitch."
Ooh.
And I was like,
wow.
oh.
Yeah.
Ooh. There we go. So
Yeah.
all in all.
Oh,
who-
Alex Stein arrived too. He was on the show.
Yeah,
Who's that?
we
I
had
forgot to mention that.
yeah, Alex Stein was there for a couple days.
Who is that?
He's
Oh.
like an internet. He's the hot tamale AOC harasser guy.
Oh, really?
Yeah, yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
nice.
Yeah. He showed up and interviewed people.
That guy's
and,
cool.
Yeah, they had like he did his show live from there.
Cool.
And yeah, he was just going around, and him and Frank were just double teaming everybody.
Yeah,
just
that's a-
raising anxiety.
So all in all, good season though.
I thought it was really good.
Yeah,
Yeah, I'm hyped for the next one.
the
Hell yeah.
amount of
Yeah.
boxing in it was awesome.
Yeah, a lot of boxing. I like that. That was a good touch.
I was
good,
blown
good
away
final
by
match. you know?
Taylor and TJ boxing. Like she stood up to him.
We
well.
like some intergender boxing.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, but I thought it was good. The house looked cool. The
It was
like
awesome.
all their tech improvements I thought were good.
The only thing about that house that sucked was the plumbing, and I think it
Yeah.
would have lasted if it wasn't for Jimmy.
quite possibly.
Yeah.
But like the sound was way better.
The sound was so much better.
Like the auto cam was a really nice feature.
Yeah.
For like second monitoring it.
Yeah.
Because you could just like they would kind of pick the best one.
Yeah.
Which like it fucked up sometimes, but for the most part it was a real nice feature.
Yeah, it was great.
They had like on the ground cameras occasionally,
Oh.
where somebody would have a camera like strapped to them or whatever.
Oh wow.
And that was cool.
Huh.
All the gamified stuff was fun.
Oh,
Like,
Right,
you get
yeah, yeah.
XP, and
Right.
you level up.
I
Even
made
though
a
my-
perfect Chris Lynch. You made a black Chris
I had
Lynch.
black Chris Lynch. Even though my leveling shit was fucked, and I kept like logging in and being 10 levels lower than I was before.
Oh.
Yeah, I passed.
Infuriating.
I lapped you.
Yeah, well, okay, I was at like 125.
Yeah.
Then the next day I'm at 115. Then I level up to like 140. Then I go back to 130. And that happened like several times. I think I ended at about 140, but I lost like 30 or 40 levels.
Huh.
Damn.
Just bullshit. But yeah, me and Rape Clan were holding it down.
There you go. There you go. There's a lot of.
Proud member of Rape Clan.
There you go. I mean, if you got to pick one,
Our fun thing was we would spam rape in the chat.
it's really hard to get into Crack Gang, though. I think that they were the big spenders.
Rape clan.
Yeah.
I
But
really
we
like
were
Crack
we were
Gang.
doing pretty good. I think we would usually be like number 2 or 3 in the threat
Really?
level.
Damn.
Me and the Rape boys.
Because yeah, Crack Clan had a solid grasp on first.
Me and the
yeah.
Rape
They
boys.
took after Gold, the fall of Gold.
Oh yeah.
Crack took over.
Me and rape clan. It's
No.
so crazy.
It
It would
was-
spam rape in the chat.
It was dope. I
Yeah.
think like for what they had, especially with all the people leaving voluntarily, like that.
They
that's
held
hard.
it together, yeah.
Yeah.
But next time though, I think they've said they're gonna try and get more like wannabe reality TV show actors
Yeah.
who don't know about the show.
That's
Yeah.
a good idea.
Not people that are like, somebody touched my hair, I can leave.
Yeah.
They're gonna get more Donye style guys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's going to be great. Where he's
Yeah.
like screaming about how horrible a woman is because she's half of one race and she's not a full anything. And I was
Thank
like,
you.
Somebody said it.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
I was
like,
I was cutting up the last episode, and at the end when I kept laughing so hard because at the end I was like, "Grandma, if you're listening, we don't like race racing," and then you were like, "No, absolutely not, absolutely not."
But yeah, I thought it was great overall.
Yeah. Wonderful.
Hell yeah!
High quality television.
No regrets on my season pass.
I think the cat is back there.
You causing trouble back there, Fry?
He's chilling.
I don't know.
Whole
We are
thing just
recording
collapses on my
footage.
head.
I feel like having watched all the Hell House movies now, it's like something's moving in the background we won't see until you're editing how sinister it is.
Some people,
Yeah.
yeah.
Living mannequin
The
behind us.
mannequin blinking and stuff.
Yeah.
Eyes moving around, like sort of eyes through a painting.
Oh,
painting
yeah.
eye holes.
Yeah.
God.
We should do that. We should build the Chrome Boy Studio as one of those like old timey like spooky
Yeah.
houses.
Maybe for season
Ooh.
3.
Like
Maybe for the Halloween special.
I'm saying like we should do that
Oh,
for our set.
yeah.
Is record this.
No, I
in,
mean
like-
for our season 3.
Oh yeah.
Because
Yeah, our season 3 should be in a spooky
yeah.
Scooby Doo mansion.
With like spy hole portraits.
Yeah,
and stuff.
yeah, and like knight armor that actually comes alive.
Yeah.
and tries to cut your head off.
Yeah, totally.
Season 3, when the Patreon hits $60 a month.
$60 a
Woohoo.
month.
Yeah.
$60 dues.
Yep.
So yeah, I guess now we'll go over to the Patreon episode,
Which is not
which
about
I'm
Tank.
guessing was probably pretty good.
Pretty funny, probably.
Yeah.
Using my powers of foresight.
If I had to guess, I'd say the Patreon episode was quite funny.
yeah.
I think that we've restrained ourselves enough here that we can get into it with the slurs on Patreon.
Oh yes.
Yeah, it'll
Yeah.
be good.
So, but you got to pay for that.
Yeah.
For the slur talk.
If you want to hear my review of Taylor Swift's pussy.
Yeah. We've seen it.
Is it a McRib?
We've seen it. We've
Yeah.
seen her pussy.
Cold or wet? Spoiler, it's cold.
It's cold and dry.
Yeah. Oh,
It's a cold pussy and it's dry.
dry like a December evening.
It's
Yeah.
like it's like a clammy hand. It's like her pussy's like a nervous hand.
Somebody with poor circulation.
It's
Yeah.
like your feet in the winter
Yeah.
outside,
Cold
wet
and dry.
It
Dry.
needs a sock.
Yeah. Yeah. Cold and dry.
But yeah, no, that was Fish Tank season 2
Hell
There
yeah.
you go.
overall.
It was good.
Thank
Good.
you, Nick,
Well,
for
yeah.
coming.
Hey, thank you for having me.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I hope you enjoyed your first time on the show.
It
Your
was
first
wonderful.
appearance.
Yeah, it's
We'd
great.
hope to have you back soon.
Yeah.
Very soon.
It's been a minute.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, fellas.
Yeah.
Later.
Don't smoke crack.
Or do.
Yeah, whatever.
Might become the mayor of Toronto.
Whatever gets you to fucking payday.
Yeah.